What's going on, everyone? I feel like I wanted to just talk about the Japanese, what do we call it? Japanese publisher roundtable. So it's like all the developers come and talk about their latest games. So, you know, you have SNK, you have Bandai Namco, you have Arc System Works, Capcom as well. And they come together and they talk, and then they kind of showcase some stuff. Now, I have high expectations when it comes to this show because I feel like the show can be something very great, especially since, you know, the whole Evo situation happened and then Evo stopped. I feel like this is the next best thing for announcing stuff, especially with COVID going around, lockdown and stuff like that. I feel like this could be the next big thing with, you know, a show where they showcase it with proper production. You know, they're talking and, you know, back and forward about certain things and then showing actual proper sick announcements. As I was streaming, well, I'm still streaming now. As you know, prior to the stream that they done, what happened is that I was streaming to stay awake to do a live stream of reactions of the trailers. And if I'm honest, I was pretty disappointed. And, you know, I really want the developers to understand that, you know, I'm going to make a disclaimer on this video so that you lot understand that it's not a case of, you know, people like to complain. So the disclaimer that I'm going to say is, I really do love what you lot are doing. I love the work that you lot are doing. I'm heavily invested. If I didn't love what you lot were doing, I wouldn't be doing reactions. I wouldn't be doing content. I wouldn't be playing your games. I would go and play Call of Duty or something else where they actually do it and get it correct. But then sometimes Call of Duty don't get it correct. But here's what I'm saying. So my thing with all of this is that I feel like the announcements that you lot are doing at these roundtables, they're just not filling enough. And it's not that we're asking too much. It's just, you know, Tekken came with a 5-second teaser trailer that didn't really excite. I don't think it excited anyone, if we're to be honest. If I'm lying, comment section down below, get at me on Twitter, wherever. You can do what you want. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for most of you. I'm speaking for myself. And I would like to say the people that kind of watch the stuff that I kind of do, because they would understand where I'm coming from with this. There might be people outside in the world that might be saying something different. I don't know. Stuff like, for example, as well, like the Street Fighter stuff. They done the Street Fighter announcements, and the Street Fighter announcements were quite, I would say, they done a good big announcement as well. And the big announcement that they done was pretty much relayed at this round table, and it was just like, oh, okay, we've seen it already. We've definitely seen it already. But they just showcased something with 11, and when they showcased it, the characters introduced themselves and then they cut it, and it was like, well, why haven't you showcased just a little bit? Like, why would you cut it there? It doesn't make any sense. And then the other stuff. So Fighting EX Layer have come with their game, which is what was it again? Fighting EX Layer something dash or something, I can't remember. So they came with that game, and I was just sitting there thinking, just scratching my beard like, bro, what's going on? And then I was like, what's the other game that they announced? They announced I'm really trying to think about this correctly, so I don't want to say the wrong things. SNK announced something like, I think it was the Neo Geo Color game, the SNK versus Capcom game. No one is looking to play no SNK versus Capcom that is 8-bit or an 8-bit game. I'm not gonna call my friend and say, yo, do you want to play the old school 8-bit Neo Geo Pocket game? Like, I'm not gonna. Do you know what I mean? It's SNK need to start focusing on other games. Like, so for example, they're focusing on King Fighters. King Fighters looks sick. If that's their main focus, great. Samurai Showdown, I don't know, but people seem to like Samurai Showdown. They showed the announcement for Samurai Showdown, the new character. Is it Cham Cham? Cool. Not really. I don't really have that much of an interest in Samurai Showdown, but they showed something, and that's a blessing. I think, King of Fighters showed their thing. That was really good as well. I was really excited for that. I think the King of Fighters, if I was to give my review, because this is the review on it, King of Fighters had the best. King of Fighters had the best announcement, followed by Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear and King of Fighters both had I think Guilty Gear, King of Fighters are both tied. The worst announcement was Tekken. Tekken was the worst announcement. No, wait. I think EX Layer might have been... No, Tekken might have been the worst. Because it just didn't hype me at all. And, you know, it just felt like... It was just rushed. You didn't need to put anything together. You could just... Yeah, you don't have to announce anything. If you don't have anything to announce, just don't announce it. Now, yeah, so the main thing I want to get at, because I don't want to ramble on too long in this video. I want this video to be, I would say, 10 minutes max. 10 minutes max. So when it comes to these type of shows that you lot are trying to do on Twitch and stuff like that, one thing you lot should concentrate on is production. Because the production was pretty bad because the English restream, the audio was messed up from the start, and it just seemed like it was a bit of a shambles. You're seeing, like, you know, they're trying to select output for each person. It just didn't seem right. Like, I don't know, there's people out there that do production. Is there Tenno Media or someone else? You can go to them and say, look, or there's loads of people that do production, you know? If you need, I have someone that helps me in my overlays, Sky to Rush, go ask him. He can help you. You know, there's other people. I can help you if you need help with streaming stuff. You know, I've been streaming for years. So if you need help with streaming stuff, I can help you. There's so many people that can help you. Because, yeah, watching that and you're restreaming on a big stream, you know, a big, so many people's interested in watching, and that happens, it just looks like it's not being taken serious. You know, everyone's saying, you're on mute, you're on mute, you're on mute. And it's just, they don't know. You know, there's other things as well, like, for example, yeah, like the talking part. What's going on? Why is talking about, you know, why is talking about people that are using Wi-Fi and Ethernet, why is that taking 30 minutes? This is something that you as you developers should talk about behind scenes, because I don't think people, like casual players, you're going to scare off casual players. You're going to scare off casual players, you're going to scare off pro players, you're going to scare off people that are in between. I don't think it's a conversation that should be had for too long. Oh yeah, you know what, this is the results for Wi-Fi, this is the results for, you know, Ethernet. It's changed this. Like, we don't need a full, like, 20, 30, like, you know, presentation. It's just not needed. And, you know, we could talk about tournaments and stuff like that, but, you know, you done it for an hour. And then, you know, we got the trailers that we got. And yeah, you just walk away thinking, was that it? Like, we really stayed up for that long? We're not even asking for, like, you know, gameplay. We're not asking for, yeah, we want it now. We're not asking for anything like that. We're just, if you're going to say you lot have an announcement is not a teaser. Do you know what I mean? An announcement is an announcement. You know, you lot have said that you, like, this is directed at Tekken. Tekken have said that, you know, we have DLC characters. We have 2 characters. And we have 2 stages. So that's already been announced. When you come to a show and you're saying you've got an announcement and you show a teaser of an announcement, that's not an announcement, because we already knew there was another character coming. It's just, you're just teasing 5 seconds that you could have shown on Twitter. Like, you shouldn't have shown there, because everyone's going to be talking about it and everyone's going to be upset. So I don't know what to really say when it comes to that. Like, I just feel like if you don't want, it's hard to say, because I'm trying to say it without anyone being upset, because I feel like Japanese developers don't really take criticism well. I don't even know if I even said that word right. Criticism? Yeah, okay. I don't feel like they take criticism well, and I feel like they keep going in the wrong direction, and I feel like I want to say this without, you know what, I'm just going to have to be honest. If COVID wasn't around, and if lockdown wasn't around, I'm unsure if these fighting games would be good online. And if the arcade scene was still around, I would be unsure if these games would be really good online. You know, I feel like it took lockdown to understand that, you know, there needs to be these games need to be good online. You know, otherwise, you know, if lockdown happened and the games were how they were, fighting games would be down the drain, because the online for most of them ain't that good. It's just not. And I feel like it's good that now they're actually starting to improve and starting to do things, and but let's be honest, Tekken 7 wouldn't have had rollback without us being in lockdown. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but let me know what you lot think, because I think personally that that's just how it feels to me. Lockdown kind of helped fighting games. There's all of these fighting game roundtables. Would the fighting game roundtable be around if we was in lockdown? Because remember, they need to generate interest while we're all in lockdown. So I feel like lockdown exposed a lot of holes that a lot of people in the fighting game community were talking about. So again, I just hope that because I know there's going to be fighting game developers, because I know there's a couple that have watched my videos as well, and spoken to me directly. So I do want to just make this very, very clear that this is not like, I am not trying to discredit, and I'm not trying to be rude or in any type of way. If anything, I'm just trying to give advice. And yeah, I just feel like, there just needs to be better stuff that needs to happen. If Call of Duty and all these other games can do it, it's not about the bigger budget. It's not about all of that stuff at all. Let me tell you why. Because you can easily get someone to do a better production on the, you could easily get someone to get a better production on that fighting game Roundhouse. Easily. Like, hell, like I said, Sky to Rush helps me out a lot with what I do. And, he can help you out with what I can help you out. And I'm sure there's other people that have streams and they can help you out too. You just have to reach out to the community and see, what needs, like, just reach out, because one thing that I would like to say, and without this video going on too long, it's only because there's a passion there. That's the only reason why I'm doing this video. There's passion there, but the passion, you see that flame? Remember Charmander from Pokemon with the flame on the tail and it goes out? The flame on that tail for me is it's burning out. And the reason why it's burning out is because I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, these things that's happening, this is going to make the fighting game go on a real decline if it doesn't work out. Do you know what I'm saying? The fighting game scene is going to go on a real decline. And the reason why it's going to go on a real decline is because these games are just not doing what they should do. Guilty Gear has done amazing. Easy, like, the game is a lot more easier than the last ones. It's visually pleasing and it's fun. King of Fighters looks really good now. They changed it from the way how King of Fighters 14 was. It looks good. I'm still a bit skeptical about their online and their ranking system and stuff like that. Remember, everyone is dealing with online. This is the online digital age. I remember in school, one of my teachers was like telling me that, the digital age is coming. Like, most of the stuff is going to be online. This is when, like, in 2001, he was telling me this. And I feel like we're here, Everything needs to be online. Everything, online needs to be great. Not everyone wants to be going to a tournament and playing. And, not everyone's going to be good enough to be going to tournaments. That's just me being honest. Like, sometimes it needs to be that, you have a game that's there. You have the modes that they can play. Then the people that really want to take the game serious, they're going to go online and play ranked and whatever. But a lot of people want to play games offline. So, yeah, that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video because it's getting a bit long. Again, to the developers, talk to your community. Talk to the people in the community. You lot have community managers for a reason. If your community managers are not reaching out to your community, why are they community managers? Like, let's just be honest. If your community managers are not reaching out to the community, why are they community managers? Because at the end of the day, the community are the people that keep your game alive when you lot have that release date. Past that release date, the community is the people that keep your game alive. They're the ones running the tournaments. They're the ones streaming it. They're the ones creating content for it. So reach out to your community. They can help. Other than that, take it easy, everyone. You lot know what to do. Subscribe, leave a comment. If you lot feel what I'm saying, leave a comment. If you lot don't feel what I'm saying, leave a comment even more. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.